My wife told me to stay home with the baby while she went out with her coworkers. Around midnight, my son started crying, so I picked him up and sat in the dark, rocking him back and forth. That's when I saw her phone light up on the table. A message preview said, "I still taste you on my lips." The contact name was just a pizza emoji. She came back at 2 a.m., drunk and laughing. I asked her who the pizza guy was. She just stared. 1 month later, that same baby was in my arms, while a judge read her a restraining order. I need to get this off my chest. This happened recently, and I haven't told many people the full story. Some of you might say I was blind. Maybe I was. But I know I didn't deserve what happened. My name's Chris. I'm 35, and I live in Boise, Idaho. I've been married to Rachel for almost 5 years. We had our first baby, a little boy named Liam, just a few months ago. I thought we were finally settling into our life. I thought I married someone who had my back. I was dead wrong. The night everything broke open, Rachel told me she had to go out with some coworkers. She said it was some team bonding thing. Dinner and drinks. She's a project manager at a mid-sized marketing firm downtown, so I didn't question it. I was tired, but I told her I'd stay home with Liam. She smiled, kissed me on the cheek, and left. She dressed up a little more than usual for a work dinner, I noticed. Tight jeans, heels, red lipstick. But I didn't think too much of it at the time. I figured she wanted to feel good about herself after months of pregnancy, and 2 months of being a mom. I didn't want to be the jealous husband. I just told her to have fun and be careful. She left around 7 p.m. Liam started crying a little before midnight. I picked him up and walked around the living room with him, lights off, just trying to soothe him. The streetlights gave the room a soft glow. I remember feeling calm. Then Rachel's phone, which she left on the coffee table, lit up. I didn't mean to look. It was instinct. But when a message flashes in the dark, you notice. It said, "I still taste you on my lips." I froze. The contact name? Just a damn pizza emoji. I stared at it. I was holding our son, who was finally starting to calm down, but I felt like I got hit in the chest with a baseball bat. I kept rocking Liam, but I couldn't look away. The message disappeared. The phone locked again. But I saw it. Clear as day. I didn't touch the phone. I didn't go through her texts. I just sat there, letting the words burn into my brain. 2 hours later, the door opened. She stumbled in, laughing to herself. Drunk. Maybe more than drunk. She slurred, dropping her bag on the floor. "How's my boys?" I stood there. I had Liam in my arms. He was asleep by now. "Who's the pizza guy?" I asked. I kept my voice low. I didn't want to wake Liam. Her face dropped instantly. "What?" she said, blinking at me like she didn't hear me right. "I saw your phone. A message came through. It said I still taste you on my lips. From someone saved as a pizza emoji." She just stood there, staring at me. Not moving. Not blinking. Like a deer in headlights. "You want to explain that?" I asked. Still nothing. Just silence. She walked past me without answering, into the bedroom. I just stood there, in the dark, still holding our son. I didn't sleep that night. She passed out cold. I stayed on the couch with Liam, just watching him breathe, trying not to lose it. Everything I thought I knew about her shattered in a second. The next morning, she acted normal. Like nothing happened. Made coffee. Played with Liam. Asked me if I wanted pancakes. I didn't say anything. Not yet. I just watched her. Every move felt fake. Like she was performing. That night, after she fell asleep again, I tried to check her phone. She had changed the password. That was new. I didn't confront her again. I went quiet. I started watching. Listening. Planning. After I saw that message, and after she changed the password on her phone, I knew I couldn't let this slide. But I also knew I couldn't blow up, not yet. I needed proof. Real proof. Rachel's smart. She would spin it all, call me paranoid, tell everyone I was losing it. And if it came to a custody fight, I couldn't be the angry husband. I had to be cold. Careful. I started with the phone plan. We share a Verizon account. I logged in and pulled the call and text logs. There it was. A number she messaged every damn day. Always around the same time, late mornings, lunch, right before she came home. Sometimes during the night when I thought she was scrolling baby tips on Reddit. I googled the number. It didn't take long. Tyler H ______. Worked at the same company as Rachel. Not a common name, so his LinkedIn popped up quick. Senior UX designer. Lived downtown, single, gym selfies and bar nights all over his Instagram. The same guy who once showed up in one of Rachel's stories when they were at a work dinner. I remember because he was making a weird face at the camera, and Rachel laughed a little too hard. I started saving screenshots. I used an old phone and set it up in the living room on nights she left the phone charging out there. I caught notifications. I caught a few quick messages before they disappeared. She used Instagram DMs too. I could only see part of them, but it was enough to tell they weren't talking about campaigns or client pitches. I waited 3 weeks. In those weeks, I took care of Liam. Fed him. Changed him. Sang to him. While Rachel got more distant, more careless. She started going out more, always. Networking. Always. Company drinks. She didn't even pretend to dress down anymore. One night she came home with her lipstick smeared and her necklace on backwards. I didn't say a word. Just noted the time. 1:43 a.m. Liam had been asleep since 10. I had the camera rolling that whole night. One morning, she left her laptop open. I checked her calendar. She had lunch booked at Corner Brew, with Tyler at least twice a week. I drove by once. Saw them sitting outside. His hand on hers. It was time. I went to a lawyer. Told him everything. Showed him the screenshots, the logs, the video stills, and I had Rachel's half-drunk confession on audio. I had recorded that first night, her saying, "Fine. Yes. We've been seeing each other." She didn't know. Still doesn't. The lawyer said I had enough for a solid custody case. Especially with the newborn involved. He told me to stay quiet, gather more, and play it right. And that's what I did. Then came the worst night of it all. She came home, stumbling drunk. I was in the nursery rocking Liam. I didn't say anything. She walked in, stared at me like she didn't recognize me, and said, "You think you're a good dad? You're just a damn babysitter." Then she laughed. A short, mean laugh. I stood up. "Go sleep it off." She stepped closer. I don't know if she was going to hit me or not, but she was too close. Too loud. Liam started screaming. I turned away, shielding him, and walked out. Locked the nursery door behind me. The next day, I filed an emergency petition. After that night, after she called me a babysitter and nearly scared Liam awake, I didn't feel safe. Not for me. For my son. I wasn't about to wait until things got worse. I gave my lawyer the go-ahead to file the emergency custody motion. We attached everything, the video, the voice recordings, the screenshots, even a statement from our neighbor who'd heard yelling the week before. Rachel didn't know anything yet. She thought things were cooling down. She started acting sweet. She bought groceries. Cleaned the kitchen. Even tried to sit next to me on the couch one night. It made my skin crawl. The hearing was set for a Thursday. My lawyer advised I keep calm and keep routine until then. No sudden moves. No more confrontations. But then, 4 days before the court date, she did something that almost made me throw it all out and scream the truth. She brought him to my home. It was a Sunday. I had just put Liam down for a nap. She walked in around 4 p.m., earlier than her usual. She looked nervous. Then the knock came at the door. I opened it. It was Tyler. He smirked. "Hey, man." I didn't say a word. I just looked at Rachel. She walked up behind me and said, "I thought it was time you two met." "Why the hell would I want to meet him?" I asked, keeping my voice low. "He's going to be part of Liam's life," she said, like that was normal. "Eventually. Sooner or later. You can't avoid that." I was stunned. Frozen. Tyler looked like he was trying not to laugh. "You're bringing your affair into my son's house?" I asked. "Our house," she snapped. I looked at her for a long time and said, "Not for long." Then I shut the door on both of them. I called my lawyer right after and told him what happened. He said to document it and say nothing more. It was gold for our case. Especially since Tyler had a DUI on record, something I hadn't known until my lawyer's investigator dug it up. 2 days later, Rachel came home late again. But this time, she wasn't drunk. She was pacing. Anxious. She asked me, out of nowhere, if I had been talking to a lawyer. I didn't answer. I just looked at her. "Because if you are, you need to stop," she said. "I've been stressed, okay? You've been distant. This isn't fair." "Fair?" I asked. "You don't know what it's like to be stuck here all day while I have to work, and I don't know what it's like," I said, standing up. "I've been home every day. I've fed him, bathed him, rocked him to sleep. I've seen your calls. I've read the messages. I've seen the videos. You lied. You cheated. You tried to make me feel like I was crazy." She stared at me, jaw clenched. "You have no idea what's coming, Rachel." She slammed the door and didn't come home that night. Thursday came. Court day. She walked in with her fake smile and a cheap lawyer. Probably someone from Google. I walked in with a full file of evidence, a calm voice, and the truth. The judge read every word. Watched the videos. Listened to the recordings. He didn't even look at her when he signed the emergency custody order. She tried to speak up, say she needed to see her son. But then her phone pinged. Loud. Her lawyer tried to silence it, but the judge already heard it. It was a message on the screen, full brightness, no shame, pizza guy. "Last night was wild. Still smell you on my hoodie." The judge didn't say a word. He signed the restraining order right there. She started crying. But I didn't. I just held my son. "I'm not done yet." The judge gave me full temporary custody that day. Rachel wasn't allowed to come near Liam, or me, until the next hearing. That meant at least 30 days. She cried in the courtroom. Not because she was sorry, but because she was embarrassed. Humiliated. Everyone saw who she really was. Even her own lawyer stopped trying to defend her. After court, I took Liam home and held him close the whole night. I felt peace for the first time in weeks. But I also felt something colder under it. Rage. A quiet, deep rage I didn't know I had in me. I wanted her to feel what I had felt. I wanted her to truly lose something. So I didn't stop with court. I sent everything to her company's HR. Every screenshot. Every time-stamped video. I didn't do it out of spite. I did it because Tyler was her subordinate. She was his project manager. And their affair wasn't just a betrayal. It was a violation of company policy. She got suspended within 48 hours. "Pending review," they said. Then the text started. From her. "Please let's talk. I miss Liam. Please. You're doing this out of spite. You're using him against me." I didn't respond. I was done listening to someone who only cried when it was about her. Then came the second hearing. She came in with a better lawyer this time. She had cleaned up, hair pulled back, plain dress, no makeup. Trying to look like a victim. But it was too late. My lawyer presented more. The HR report, the pattern of neglect, The witness statement from our neighbor who saw her stumbling up the stairs every weekend. Rachel spoke. She said I was cold, controlling, that I trapped her in motherhood, that she made a mistake, but she still deserved to be in Liam's life. Then the judge asked her, "Why did you leave your 2-month-old baby at home with your husband so you could meet a coworker you were having an affair with?" She didn't answer. "He gave me sole custody. No joint. No split weekends. Sole. She got supervised visits. Once a week. 2 hours. In a neutral space. No overnights. No contact outside of those hours." She screamed in court. Cried. Told me I was ruining Liam's life. But the truth was, she already did that herself. I didn't walk out of that courtroom smiling. This wasn't a win. It was survival. I had to destroy the mother of my child to protect him from her. That's not a victory, it's a consequence. She lost her job 3 weeks later. Tyler dumped her 2 days after that. Last I heard, she was staying with a cousin in Nampa. No car. No job. Still blaming everyone but herself. Liam's first birthday is coming up. He laughs when I read to him. He claps when I play guitar. He has no idea what happened, and that's how it should be. One day, I'll tell him the truth. Not to turn him against her, but to make sure he knows what love shouldn't look like. As for me, I'm still healing. Still angry sometimes. I made mistakes too. I didn't see the signs. I trusted blindly. I held on too long. But I don't regret protecting my son. I don't regret standing up when it mattered most. And if Rachel ever reads this, you had everything. A home. A son. A husband who believed in you. You burned it all for a few texts and a pizza emoji. Now you get to live with that. I already am.